a great little side hustle. It truly is. It was my main hustle for a while. Now it is my side hustle, and I love it all the same. So let's go ahead and get into the Q&A. Hello everyone, my name is Melody and I'm coming at you live from, you already know. So in today's video, I am going to be doing the long-awaited VIPKid Q&A. So before we get into the Q&A, I just want to kind of go over what VIPKid is for those of you that don't know or those of you that just clicked on this video. So VIPKid is basically a company based out of Beijing, China, where you work for them as a remote contract English teacher. I started teaching with them in April of 2017. It is now September of 2019. I do not teach as much because I also work full time, but it is something that I still do. It's something that I'm still passionate about, something that I still love talking about and helping you guys with, because it's just a great way to make money online. So let's go ahead and get into the Q&A. Question number 1 is from Londim, and it says, how many days a week do you have to commit to teach? And you actually do not have a minimum requirement of hours that you must teach. And that goes for, like, you don't have a minimum requirement at all. Not monthly, not weekly, not yearly. Question number 2 is from Kathy Butler. How do you go about giving timely, sufficient feedback? So there are 2 ways that you can do this. For me, I use the Notes application on my MacBook, and I basically have templates. And so I go in, and depending on if I taught a girl or a boy and what level they are, I have high level template as well as a like beginner template. And I will go through, basically copy and paste, interchange things, take out one person's name, put the other person's name, talk about what we did in this class. And that is the route that I go. But I also have heard, and a lot of you guys in the comments have told me about Feedback Panda, and I'm not very familiar with it because it's not something that I've ever tried, but that's another option as well. Question number 3 is from Chelsea A. Leo, and she asked, can you make a living doing this? How long does it take to get to that point? So you can make a living doing this. For myself, I make $20 an hour. So you kind of, you know what I mean? $20 an hour is not nothing. You definitely can do it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of hesitate because I don't think you should go into it thinking of it as a full-time job. Definitely think of it as a wonderful side hustle. And if you can get your bookings up to that point, more power to you. When I first joined back in 2017, I remember reading an article about a guy who made like $75,000 teaching. More power to him, because all I know is his quality of life had to suck. Like, you just had to basically just teach all day, every day for your whole life. And yeah, I think that's really difficult. So that actually leads perfectly into question number 4. And this comes from Anna Rochelle. She says, how do you take care of burnout? So for me, I definitely have experienced burnout. That for me looks like when I'm opening up a crazy amount of classes. I'm just really prioritizing that dollar over my own sanity. And when I get to that point, that's really what I tell myself. Okay, Mel, yeah, you're making money, but are you enjoying your life? Like, are you killing yourself to make this extra dollar? And so that's when I check myself, and I kind of build my schedule around knowing myself and knowing at what point will I feel like I'm losing my mind. So I just encourage you to realize what works for you and what doesn't work for you, and to not always prioritize that dollar, because your mental health and your state of mind is also very, very important. Next question is from Whatever Anne, and she asks, would you recommend / do you know anyone doing VIPKid while teaching English abroad? And I actually did. When I was in Korea, I had a friend, and that's actually how I found out about VIPKid. He taught in the private sector of Korea. He basically taught at a hagwon, and he also on the weekends taught English using VIPKid. So yes, it is something that foreigners do while you are like already teaching abroad in another country, because you can do this from anywhere. And yeah, I personally didn't, but definitely know someone who did. Next question is from Mixel, and she asked, do you make enough money to support yourself, or do you have to supplement with a second job? So depending on what my lifestyle is at the time, I can make enough money with VIPKid, or I cannot. So let's take it back to 2017. Yeah, 2017, when I was basically traveling around for 3 months teaching English and basically like posting up in a different country and teaching English. I went to Italy and Spain and Ghana, and my last stop was Czech Republic. So when I was living that lifestyle, teaching English online was enough to get by. So it just depends on your lifestyle. It depends on the amount of money that you need to make. Now, could I do that? Absolutely not, because this apartment ain't cheap. All right, next question is one I really love. It is from Emily Savoy de Roma, and she asks how to teach while traveling. And so again, this segues perfectly. So as I was just saying, in 2017, I was traveling and teaching English online, and it worked out really wonderfully. I just made sure that any place that I was staying, which I always stayed at Airbnbs, I made sure that they had Wi-Fi, and I tried to search within the reviews to make sure that the Wi-Fi was good. On top of that, I always had to stay at Airbnb that was like the entire apartment, because I needed quiet when I was teaching. And honestly, beyond that, just being mindful of the time difference of when you're booking these sessions, when you are traveling around, because I was moving from country to country. I had to just make sure that when I was booking things, it's in Beijing time, or to change it to the correct time zone that I was going to be in when I was gonna teach the class, if that makes sense. So you just have to be really attentive to the details when you are opening up your schedule, but beyond that, it's super possible. Your money is direct deposited into your account, and that is one reason why I really love VIPKid, because you can literally teach from anywhere. It's honestly amazing. So, yep. That answers that. Okay, the next question is from Sade Love 3, and she asked just two words: medical benefits. And let me tell you, girl, no, not at all. You're a contract worker for VIPKid, so you don't even get taxes taken out of your wage, which in the beginning it's a blessing, but then you realize once you have to file taxes, like, oh my gosh, please put aside money throughout the year, because you're gonna see the amount that you owe, and you're just gonna like grab your heart and feel like, oh my God, like what the heck. So yeah, no medical benefits, no benefits of any kind. Next question is from Mash_Sokol, and they asked how difficult was the transition between teaching in Korea and VIPKid. So for me personally, the transition wasn't very difficult. When I was teaching English in Korea, I was finding that I wished I had the ability to just teach one-on-one with a student, because then you can really cater your teaching style to them. You can get to know them, what their interests are, and I just was craving that one-on-one interaction with the student. So with VIPKid, I got exactly that. I teach one student at a time. I'm able to get to know them. I'm able to really cater how I'm communicating to meet them where they are in their level. So yeah, I found it to be a really exciting transition and something that I was really honestly craving and looking forward to. All right, next question is from Hello Etong Tong, and they asked, did you have to send in any documentation of teaching experience? So for me, the documentation that I sent in was simply my TEFL certification. I just kind of answered their questionnaire about my teaching experience, and also sent in my resume, which showcased my time teaching in Korea with EPIK. So I didn't have to provide any documentation other than my resume and kind of writing about my experience, and then again, my TEFL certification. Okay, so this next question is one that I do get quite a bit, and it is what to do when you aren't booking any classes. From what I have been seeing, I guess, from like people asking me questions, is that seems to be something that's very common. And I would definitely just recommend opening up your schedule in as many spots as you can, just to get people coming in, and updating your photos. I know you have to upload 3 photos. I would definitely update them to just photos of you looking very happy, photos of you in the outdoors, I have one photo where it's like my professional outfit. I'll insert that here. And then I also will insert the other 2 photos I have. And I also will insert what my bio is. I think kind of forming your bio to showcase your personality as well as your teaching credentials and your teaching experience and like your passion for teaching. That is something that will definitely make you stand out to parents as they are selecting different teachers for their student. All right, on to the next question. Next question is from Life Coach Yazer, and they asked, is sometimes the booking on VIPKid is slow. Do you work for another ESL company as well? So I never have. The only online teaching company I've ever worked for is VIPKid. I know that there are so many others. So if you definitely are experiencing the slow bookings and you're wanting to branch out and see what else is out there, there are so many options. Just do your research. I just personally haven't. So I can't like attest to anything. Okay, I think y'all get it. Okay. And our last question is from DannyKens_91, and she asked, hi Melody, does VIPKid still pay once a month? So y'all, I am so happy to announce that they don't. They offered semi-monthly payments, so it's like bi-weekly, like every other week. That is something that was new probably 6 or so months ago, which I love. And just recently, they offered the weekly payment option. So you now can opt for your payment to be received weekly, every other week, or monthly, which is awesome. Who doesn't love having options? I personally like the every other week because it's opposite of my other job. So it's like, ooh, I'm just always getting something. Yeah, I like it. Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found it helpful. I definitely want to be making some more VIPKid content. I get so many questions. So if you have any additional questions or any videos that you would love for me to film in regards to VIPKid, definitely let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If I answered your question, let me know too in the comments below. That would be cool. Yeah. So happy teaching, and if you have any additional questions, again, I'm so repetitive. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, that's it. Bye, guys.